Pittsburgh Steelers have sure dug themselves into quite a hole, as Mike Tomlin indicated earlier this week in the press conference. Hopefully, this week coming matchup against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they start climbing out. Today, we're talking keys of victory. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Don't forget, we're giving away 2 tickets to the Vegas Raiders Steelers game. That game is on December 24th. They're going to be retiring Franco Harris's jersey at halftime, be a part of history. So we'll be giving away those tickets on October 30th at the post-game show of the Pittsburgh Steelers versus Eagles game. So you still got time to get in. So hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. With that being said, guys, I'm Daniel J. This is State of the Steelers, and welcome to the Huddle. So the next step, so to speak, in this upward climb is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, led by none other than Tom Brady, who is, needless to say, a guy that if the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to be tackling him, may need to throw a mattress down first so that they don't get a flag. That call was outrageous last week. If you guys haven't seen it or heard, which I highly doubt at this point, but there was a horrible call by the refs out there in Tampa where a defensive player was sacking Tom Brady and tackled him to the ground. Didn't land on him, didn't leave his feet, didn't hit him with a helmet, no helmet to helmet, just kind of spun him down to the ground and was flagged. It's a crazy world we live in. That's what I say. So, fortunately, I doubt that referee and that refereeing crew will be involved in this game. And fortunately, this game is in Pittsburgh at Acrisure Stadium. Now, this game's going to be an uphill climb, guys. I'm a little bit concerned here. When you look at the injuries that are still there for the Pittsburgh Steelers, you're looking at both starting cornerbacks still not participate in practice as of yet. It's concerning, and that's Witherspoon and Cam Sutton, both dealing with hamstring injuries. Levi Wallace is in concussion protocol. And so, if Arthur Mollett is your number 3 out there or number 2 out there, going out there with Jackson, who honestly, I'm not sure anybody knew was on the team prior to last week, and Justin Pierre, and Tom Brady might have a big day, But if Cam Sutton and or Witherspoon can somehow make their way to the practice field, and then on their way to the to the stadium, then there's a good chance that the Steelers can be competitive in this game. I mean, Fitzpatrick is another person who's been dealing with a knee injury. By the sounds of it, guys, it looks like this knee injury might be one that's going to be lingering a little bit. This team has definitely turned into one that is, survive until the bye, so to speak. But I digress. So there's some injuries there. When you look at Tom Brady and the offensive weapons that they have, it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's going to be tough, and not to mention the fact that it's not just the weapons that they have in Godwin and Evans, and it's also Leonard Fournette, who's been a monster against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And so, it's going to be a key test, key matchup, but I think it's one that the Pittsburgh Steelers can go into and win. When you look at what the Patriots, I'm so used to Tom Brady being on the Patriots team. When you look at the Buccaneers and what they do offensively, it's a lot of passing, and so a lot of short passes. Tom Brady's getting the ball out. He does throw deep somewhat, but for the most part, it's a lot of short stuff, a lot of stuff to the running backs. The Steelers are going to need to, key in on that. I would love to see Mark Robinson in this game, a bigger guy more physical than Devin Bush, playing this game. I don't know if he's going to get a helmet or not, but I would hope so, especially when you're going up against a back like Leonard Fournette. That's pretty big. And so the Steelers are going to have their hands full. And so, one key to victory is that, the best defense against Tom Brady is to keep him off the field. And, the time of possession, the Steelers are going to have to maintain the ball, possess the ball, and do something with it when they have it. These drives that the Steelers have had, moving the ball in Buffalo, but not getting into the end zone when it when they got down into the red zone is something that the Steelers need to fix. I'm not saying that's on Kenny Pickett. He made several throws, especially in the red zone, that um, receivers dropped the ball in drive killing moments. I mean, you had one on a fourth down, you had one on a third down, and things of that nature. And so, um, the Steelers are going to have to clean those things up. They're going to have to catch the ball when the ball is thrown to them, and possess the ball and do something when they have it. Now, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are a team that haven't scored in the first quarter of games up to this point. And so the Steelers, if they can come out and put some points on the board early and kind of maintain that same uh, style of play from the Buccaneers in which they don't score early, and the Steelers jumping up in front of them, could be a big key to victory in this game. They're going to also have to play some clean football. These penalties, the players down the field, false starts, mental penalties, things of that nature, they need to be limited in this game. Tom Brady is a professional. He's good because of the fact that he doesn't make very many mistakes, and so teams end up beating themselves when it comes to them playing Tom Brady. That can't happen in this game. The Steelers are going to have to play fundamentally sound, mentally sound football if they want to win this game. And offensively, against this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team, they're tough, man. They got a hold of Mariota a few times. I think it was 5 sacks last week, but they also let Mariota run quite a bit. So I wouldn't be surprised if Kenny Pickett is probably the leading rusher. Intact this defense in a similar fashion as the Falcons did last week, as they found some success running the ball with their quarterback. Kenny Pickett has pretty much, been slept on this year when it comes to it as athleticism. Nobody's really talking about it. Really hasn't showcased it, hasn't had a big run yet. And so that may change this week, given the fact that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers showed a weakness towards that last week. I watched that game. Mariota isn't very accurate, and I think that there was some plays left out there on the field that Kenny Pickett can make. So I think that the offense is finally going to get a a touchdown through the air, uh, and Kenny Pickett's going to score his first passing touchdown in this game. But he's going to need to. In order for the Pittsburgh Steelers to win this game, I think there needs to be a stat line of around 2 TDs passing and 1 maybe rushing for Kenny Pickett in this game. The run defense from Tampa Bay Buccaneers is really good, and so they played very well up to this point. And so it's the Steelers' running game has been probably the Achilles heel up to this point for this offense, outside of a couple of players dropping the ball on the outside. And so it's going to be key for the Steelers to maintain the ball, not turn over, and Kenny Pickett's going to have to put the ball in the end zone a couple of times, in my opinion, for the Steelers to win this game. If they can do those things, keep the ball, keep the score close, jump out early against this team that's been known to struggle early, and I think the Steelers may have a chance. I'm actually predicting the Pittsburgh Steelers to win this game, not because I see them, able to beat them. Honestly, no other reason other than the fact that the Pittsburgh Steelers cannot afford to lose another game at this point. They need to get in the victory column. You can see it, the frustration on the players' faces when they're talking in the interviews. They're starting to blurt out in the locker room and yell out things, and coming apart and accusing each other. And one guy's getting pissed because another guy's laughing in the locker room. Which, let me know in the comment section, who do y'all think was laughing in the locker room where Arthur Mollett was upset about that after they lost 38-3 to the Buffalo Bills? My bets is on one receiver who has a tendency of falling every time he goes up for the ball. But you guys let me know in the comment section, who do y'all think was joking around when the Steelers were down 38-3? But, those are my keys to victory. I think it's possible. I think the path to victory, there is one. I just think it's a narrow one. But if anybody can do it, it's going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers at home at Acrisure Stadium. I think Kenny Pickett is a solid quarterback, and if he can go out there and take that next step, put the ball into the end zone, I think he'll just kind of solidify more that the Steelers got the right guy in the quarterback. And this could be a great transition from Big Ben Roethlisberger to Kenny Pickett. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this game. Let me know also who you have winning this game in a score prediction. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Don't forget, we're doing tomorrow we're doing the Unofficial Steelers podcast. Myself, Mark Davison from Steelers Nation Australia. Please go and sub to him. He's almost to 1,000 subs, guys. Let's go throw him a bone and let's get him there. Let's get him to monetization. Let's get him. He deserves it. He puts out a lot of content out there. Let's go help him out. Let's go also help out Nathan Hines. He's also the other host of the Unofficial Steelers podcast. He is on In Hindsight. Go give him a follow and a subscribe as well. But that being said, guys, I'm Daniel J. This is State of the Steelers. Peace.